Well, hello, fishing friends, and if you're new here, welcome. Well, today is the day. Today is the very last epic saltwater episode that I'm going to do for South Korea. And today we're going to go after the Yellowsail Red Bass, the Largescale Blackfish, and the Cobia. All are on map 19. Yes, I went out of order. I did do 20 first because it was a request. So 19 is my last episode. So, let's get started. Gonna go ahead and go to 19. And we'll start a little game plan here. So, with the Yellowsail Red Bass, my tracking just went all crazy there. It's on a lower depth, and we're going to use a worm, which I already have set up here, to catch that one. And the reason I'm going to use a worm is there's not too many others that use worm. Might catch some sole. Might catch some rockfish. Other than that, nothing else really uses a worm. And that's going to be on the bottom. Krill gets used a lot, so we don't want to use krill. The large-scale blackfish, again, krill gets used a lot. So I'll probably try to catch that one on the metal jig because a lot of stuff's going to bite on the krill. So I'm going to start off with the metal jig, just reeling it across the top just as fast as possible. And of course the cobia, the one that everybody seems to have troubles with, including myself. I'm going to use the crawfish on that one. And again, its depth is in the bottom, so I'm going to fly fish for it with the crawfish on the bottom. Same with the red bass. I'm gonna go ahead and fly fish with that one too. So you can cast it out and using a bobber, let it float across the water if you want to do it that way. I have found that the cobia, I tend to catch them faster if I do fly fishing. So, all right, well. Let's go ahead and go for the Yellowsail Red Bass and start with that one. I'm going to grab my pole and I'm going to press my thumbstick down to make my line longer. And I'm going to start over here. Now on this map, when you're using this bobber, it will float from right to left. So I'm going to go ahead and start over here on the right. When you cast out, wait for the bobber to come up. And if you're using a light up bobber, it'll actually light up. And that means the line is on the bottom. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you here. Turn my bait on. So when you cast out, I'll just cast out close enough to where you can see it. Watch the bait go to the bottom. As soon as it hits the bottom, it lights up. So that's how you know when your line is on the very bottom. When your bobber pops up. And I just cast out close and then far. Let it pop up. If I don't get anything, I just move over a little bit, get close. Nothing. Use my thumbstick pull back to bring it in fast. And I just keep doing that. That's the fly fishing technique. And what I do is I just do this all the way across. Usually getting in a few casts, 10 to 15 casts or so. And then if I don't get anything, I just reset my fish. And it'll turn red right away on these epics, so as soon as you see that bobber, boop. If it's not red, go ahead and bring it in. Cast it again. That might be a little too far. There's usually not much way out there, but you can cast it close a few times. And I actually use a swivel chair so I can actually just swivel around as I'm doing this. Kind of go in the middle there. There's not a whole lot that's going to jump on a worm, so that's why I'm using the worm here. So it's also why we're not, getting a bunch of bites. So Might be kind of boring doing this at first. But if you're going after that specific fish, this is the way to do it. You're not wasting time bringing in a bunch of other fish that way. Now I'll do one more cast. Kind of out there a little bit. Alright. And then I'll move over here. I'll go ahead and switch from hard to expert again. And start over. And what I'll do is I'll keep fishing like this. And I'll bring you back when my line turns red. There we go. There's a nice quick red line. See what we got on there. Small splash. And a shark. Okay, well I guess we'll catch a shark. Well, hopefully that wasn't my epic. Yeah, looked like a pretty small shark too. And jump. After you catch a few sharks, you kind of know the routine. Swim, 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 and jump. There we go. A little twitch of the arm or twitch of the wrist to get that snap in. Don't need to make a huge movement or anything. Just twist your wrist is all you got to do. Keep your pole up. Keep that line tight. Oh, I missed that snap. Usually they don't jump when they're that close. Must be right on the edge of the no jump zone. When you get him close like this, just kind of bring him in a little at a time. Using line color, don't let it get too red. There you go. Yeah, he's a tiny one. Alright, well, guess I'll keep going. Try to get that epic. Yeah, another fast red. Good. So far got 2 greenling on the fast reds, so kind of a slower swim than the last one. No shark this time, that's good. Usually the shark will grab it on the second run, so hey, there we go. The Yellowsail Red Bass. We caught it. Alright, so the next one we're going to go after is the large-scale Blackfish. And like I said, I'm going to use the metal jig. And since it's a topwater, I'm just going to cast out and reel it in as fast as I can across the top. Looks like I already got my metal jig A on there. I'm using my casting rod A and casting reel A so I can get out as far as possible, because what I'm going to do is cast out as far as possible, bring it in, cast out as far as possible, bring it in, I'm going to do that all the way across. Kind of like I did the fly fishing. I'm going to start over here, just work my way across. Just casting out, reeling it in right away. You don't want to let it sink or anything. We're going for the top water, so just going to reel it in right away. Get it fairly close. It's probably good enough. Quick retrieve it using your thumbstick and go over, I suppose that'd be about 10-15 feet. Oh, there we go. We got a fast red. Oh, and I lost it already. Let me go right back to where I was. See if I can get that fast red again. Nope. There's something out there. We go. Ooh, it's taking off with it. That's a good sign. All right. Don't see any. Oh, I do see something. Oh, looks like we got us a... Oh. I want to say sailfish, but that's on the... You'll see the... I'm drawing a blank on the name of the fish, so... Marlin, that's what it is. Took me a minute to remember the name of it. I was drawing a blank there for a bit. Of course, I am up there in age where my memory isn't quite as good. I've caught a lot of these guys. Usually on the metal jig too. Actually, catch quite a bit on the metal jig. Marlin is one of those fish that will be not green on any lure, so it doesn't actually have any one specific lure that it likes over the others. It's the only fish so far that I believe is not considered rare, but doesn't like any of the bait or any of the lures. So there we go. Got myself a marlin. Alright, well, that's not what we're after, but we'll take them. We'll keep going after the large-scale blackfish. Some swirl on top there. Getting kind of close to it. We'll see if it gets us anything. No. I'll actually go right above that swirl and see if I yield anything from it. Oh, there we go. Fast red. It's taking off on me. That's good. Large scale blackfish will take off, so that's a good sign. I don't see any fins sticking up. That's another good sign. You won't see any fins sticking out with the large-scale blackfish. There he is. There he is. We got him. Missed that last snap though, so took a few little small tugs to get them in, but there we go. Large scale blackfish. Keep you. Alright, so now what we're going to do is go back to float fishing. Switch back to the crawfish. And the cobia is on the bottom. Crawfish. So, using crawfish because there's only one other fish in here. Or maybe two. There's the black porgy. Actually, I think that's it. It might just be the black porgy that uses the crawfish. So yeah, so we're going to be competing with the black porgy. There's also a lower level fish down there. So, but that's okay. At least we won't be competing against all these others. And we're going to use the same fly fishing technique as we did on the red bass. We're just going to cast out. Wait for it to pop up. Bring it back in. Cast out. A little closer. Wait for it to pop up. Not red. Bring it back in. And we're just going to do this all the way across until we catch it. And I will bring you back when my line turns red. Ooh, there we go. It's a fast one. See what we got on the line. Hopefully it takes off on us. It did take off on us. Good. Alright. Be cool if we got it on the first cast, or the first, not really the first cast, but the first reset since the last fish. I don't know if I reset it since the last fish. I think I just took off from where I was at after the large scale blackfish. Maybe it'll jump here. Oh, there he is. There's the cobia. How about that? Little fly fishing. That's all it took. One sweep of the lake or the ocean. Big lake. How about the bay? How about that? One sweep of the bay. That's all it took. Using the fly fishing technique. I really like that fly fishing technique. Works pretty well, especially with these epics. I mean, they're going to turn red immediately as soon as that bobber pops up, so. And there it is. Not my best, but hey, I'll take them. And we'll keep them. Alright, well there you have it. Now we've caught in all 3 epics on level 19. Hopefully this helps you go out there and catch those epics. If you haven't done so already, please leave a like on this video and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Thanks for watching, good luck catching these epics, and we'll see you on the DLC. Bye-bye.